Hello, everybody. This is Pam Stone, and I welcome you to Talk with Pamela. I'm going to let you set this music play for a little bit, and then I'll start talking about what's going on here with Talk with Pamela. So welcome, enjoy the music, and this is for you. It's your time. Hey. Okay, I'm going to give you a few more minutes and then I'll start the show. But enjoy the music because it's your time. It's your time. Yes. It's my time. Okay, well, first of all, I want to welcome everybody to Talk with Pamela, and I also want to welcome the replay viewers as well. So welcome everyone. This is Talk with Pamela. I am your host, Pamela Stone. And this is the show that inspires you to find your inner spark. So how's everyone doing today? I hope well. Here in Columbus, Ohio, it was a little steamy for others, but it felt good to me. You know, it was like 90 something degrees, but it felt good to me. And it's all about how you feel. It made me feel like, oh, this is my time. Like the music said, it's my time. So welcome. I hope you enjoy the show. If you have any comments or if there's a topic that you would like for me to talk about here at the Talk with Pamela, I would love to hear from you. You can drop it either on Facebook. You can find me under Declutter Your Mind or Life, Pamela Stone. I'm also on Twitter and Instagram as well. So welcome to the show again. First, I want to thank everybody for joining the show. And again, the show is here to inspire you to declutter your mind through the Stone Method. And we'll talk about the Stone Method because I have gotten so many emails and so many text messages as well as Facebook messages talking about, well, what's the Stone Method? So I love to share that with you, and I will talk more about that later in the show. So on today's show, as I promised, first I want to apologize because I did not stand to my promise. I didn't have a show, but we had some family things going on. But I wanted to, as I promised, I wanted to talk to you about how to declutter your mind by brain dumping. And I love brain dumping. Everyone's like, brain dumping. It is so easy. And it's so simple, it's something you will be able to incorporate into your day-to-day life. To make it easier, and you know what? To get rid of what's going on in here. That's the most important thing. Because once you get rid of what's here, then you'll be able to be productive and be successful. And that's the purpose of it all. So we're going to talk about that. So in the meantime, before we jump in on how to do some brain dumping, I'll give you a chance to go get some pen and paper, as well as a notebook. Get you a notebook. If you have a notebook that can be just dedicated to brain dumping, that will be awesome. Okay, so first of all, I want to give our, today is Win Wednesday. Can you imagine say that? Win Wednesday here in the Declutter family or community. So what it is I love to celebrate everybody's wins. I get to celebrate my wins. I just got off the phone with my coach and I told her about my wins. So I would love to celebrate everybody else's wins out there. No win is too little. I mean, you know, let's all celebrate it. This is your time. This is our theme song from here on Talk with Pam. It's your time. It's my time. It's your time to shine. So I'd love for you to drop in the Facebook feed as well, or you can send a private message to me on your win for Win Wednesday. And I will talk about the Win Wednesday. I will give you a shout out. Who would love to be praised here? I will give a shout out here every Wednesday on the wins that you received. So on our last show, Win Wednesday was her name is Siobhan. Her company is Inspire. Inspire is a corporation, organization that has created some female products that will not mess up with our body, any of our body hormones, which is really good, because right now studies has been shown that some of the female products that we use messes up with our pH balance, and which then throws off our whole body. Well, Inspire has came up ways where that we get the same result from the product, but doesn't mess with our body. So if you want to check it out, I will put her name and her feed in the bottom down here on how you can get in touch with her. It's an awesome product. Again, it's all about empowering, inspiring our women and young women on how to take care of our bodies. So I will have a new Win Wednesday later on in the show. So without that further ado, let's talk about some brain dumping. So everyone's always asking me, what is brain dumping? And all it is taking what's in here on a piece of paper. And everyone's always talking about, well, why do I need to do it? Well, our minds are so cluttered with everyday, day-to-day things going on that we just keep it going and keep bottled up inside, and then we miss what we want to do and we lose focus. So what I'm going to do is show you how to get some of this out of our mind and on the paper, and how to do it in such a successful way. It's just phenomenal. So without being further ado, here's what I want you to do. And I even have my own. I actually have a dedicated book. Yes, mine says hello. A dedicated book that is just focused on brain dumping. So every time I get an idea, I put it in my book. And let me show you. And I write down everything that I want to do. So you can see, I have write down. So when I take this book with me everywhere. So it's just like my planner. It's hooked to me like a ball and chain. So I can write down every idea, everything that needs to be done, or everything that I want to be done, I will put it in here. And then we'll go from there. So first and foremost, every day what you're going to do is, since it's your first time doing some brain dumping, you're going to find a quiet space. Now, I always tell my clients to go someplace in a room or in a quiet place in their home where no one can disturb them, and they can either put on some soft music, that stimulates your mind, or go in some place where it's quiet and it's just them. And think about everything that you want to do on your list. Hello, Danya. Thank you for joining me. Thank you. Everything that you want to do, that you want to get off of your mind. And may it be that you want to declutter your basement. I mean, that's going to be a whole nother show on here, how to declutter some areas. But one place that I need to declutter my mind on is to get down to my basement. So say for instance, and declutter the basement is on my list. So then you think about, you want to declutter your garage. You want to declutter your office. You want to, as well as you want to, you will have some projects that you want to take care of. That will go on your brain dumping list as well. So you put everything on there that you can think of. Maybe you want to save up for a trip and you need to find out how much it costs to go to your destination, and how long you want to stay and things like that. That will go on your brain dumping list. So for this point of your project, you'll take you about, I'd say 15 to 20 minutes, and you're going to just brain dump everything. Okay, so now we've already did our list. Like I said, I did my list here, and you see I've done some chicken scratch, as well as I've done some over here, and it's just a continuous list. Then what you do is then you go set this to a side and let your mind rest. While you let your mind rest, but you still have the creativity juices, then you create a color system where you will use some markers. Now, I have different colors. So, for example, I have 5 colors. I think 5. We'll go through them. First one is color is going to be just for my business. And I always create a grid at the top where I'll highlight and I'll say business. So my favorite color is, as well as you can see, I have some purple and fuchsia. So I have a fuchsia marker. Yes, I found a fuchsia marker because that is my favorite color in my branding color. So I have a fuchsia marker and I put business at the top. Then the next one is purple because that's my second favorite color. And the purple represents my home. Things that needs to be done to the home. Like I said, the decluttering of the garage, the decluttering of the basement, and the closet, and so forth and so on. Then the third color I have is a yellow, and the yellow represents things that can be done later on in the future. Or it can be things, or it may be another category that I have for projects for my business. Nothing that has to be done urgently today, but projects that I am projecting that I want to do next year or the year after that. And I'll tell you a little bit about those. Now, once you have designated your color system, then we're going to start putting it all together. So to recap, you're going to, one, make a list of all your items that you want to drop out of you want to declutter your mind, and items that are on your to-do list will go on in your brain dumping book. And I carry this book, and it just has nothing to do, but it's just one book, and it's designated for brain dumping, and that's it. Okay? And then the second step, after you have created your list, then you will create a color coding system. The color coding system, I will show you how to implement the color coding system with your list so they go hand in hand, and it will make it so much easier for you. But for right now, I wanted to take a moment right now, and I wanted to first tell everybody about some things that's going on in the declutter community. First and foremost, I would love for you to join. If you're not part of the Declutter Your Mind community on Facebook, I would love for you to join. I'm building that tribe. I want everyone to start learning how to declutter your mind so you can achieve the goal that you want to do, or better yet, as our song says, it's your time to shine. It's your time. So with that being said, anybody that joins the Declutter Your Mind community, I have a free gift for you. Who doesn't like free gifts? Yes, yes, yes. Free gifts. So I would love for you to jump in there. What you will get you will start seeing again the stone method. We'll talk about that later on down the road at the end of the show. What is the stone method? I get that so many times. What is it? What is it? What is it? So I'll be able to answer your question. I'm getting a lot of that across the board here. But again, I'm inviting all you listeners and anybody that you feel that would benefit from the Declutter Your Mind community. You will be able to go out there to the Facebook page and invite them, and I would love everybody to join. I want that community to be so big that so we can start empowering. As I empower you, you can empower the next person. And I've done my ultimate goal, my mission. My mission is to empower one woman at a time, and I've done that. So I would love for you to be part of that. Then secondly, as I would also like to invite you, August the 1st is National Girlfriends Day. Here, if those of you that live here in Columbus, Ohio, or in the local areas, surrounding areas, I would love for you to watch out. I'm going to have actually myself as well as my business partner on our event planning side, Katie Browder Person. We're going to have a fun event. We're going to do something fun to celebrate National Girlfriends Day. I believe we need to uplift each other, and any way I can do that, I'm going to do it. And what way to do it is to have fun. So that will be August the 1st. Yes, it's a Tuesday, but it'll be to celebrate National Girlfriends Day. Then also too, I will be appearing. Actually, we'll be having a couple interviews. I would love for you to join. First of all, the first one will be tomorrow. I will be on the show with Quam tomorrow evening at 10:30. I will be, it's here, but it will be on live, where we will be doing an interview together. And then I have another one. Sorry if I mispronounce your name. I think it's Asia, where she is out of California. I will be on her show, and we would be doing some. Oh, this one was really cool too, because I get to talk about defunk the junk to your vision, and then I get to come back later, and I get to I get to come back later, and as well as I get to stop procrastinating. Who doesn't procrastinate, right? So be on the lookout for those things that's going on here by myself, here in the clutter community, and as well as, again, if you have any questions, any comments, anything that you want to hear about, a topic that you want to hear about here in the Declutter community, as well as here on Talk with Pamela, please drop them in the feed. I love to, as I get better, we all get better, so we can help each other. Okay? Cool. Well, let's get back to this. So now, back to declutter your mind and how to do some brain dumping. Yay! So brain dumping, again, is everything that's going on in your mind. You want to put it on the paper. And so then what I had you do, your first step was write down everything you wanted to do, some brain dump you wanted to do. Everything. Down to even if you have a doctor's appointment, or you need to schedule a doctor's appointment, or for me, I need to go get me some new glasses. So I need to schedule me an eye appointment. So need to do that. And so that's the first step. The second step I had you do is I also had you create a color coding system where you will take it on a separate piece of paper and you will determine the colors that you will use for your system. And so then, like I said, I came up with 3. I thought 5. I know I'm missing something. We'll figure that out. But I have 3 of them. One is for my business, one is for my personal, and one is for anything else for right now. That's what we'll say. So then you'll decide on those color code systems. So now we are going to now mush them together. So what you're going to do is you're going to take your list that you have here, and you're going to start highlighting those items that goes into those particular categories. So for example, the declutter my basement is for my home. So that's going to be highlighted in purple. Then those that are for the ones that are for my eye appointment, that is color coded. That's a different color. That was the 4th one. I knew there was another one. A 4th color, which is the red. I will highlight it in red because that's an appointment that I need to do. And so I always highlight it in red. And so you do that through your whole list. And then after you have gone through and highlighted each item by the color code that you have by the color coding system that you have created, then then the next step is take that paper out, and now you start categorizing. For example, all the yellows, you determine which one is the most important. You're going to number those. So say for instance in your category, in my purple category, my fuchsia category, I'm going to go through my list and I'm going to number each item as in 1, or I'm going to do them 1 through 5. 1 being the most important item, through 5 being the least, which means the 5 will probably be pushed back later on down the line. So does that make sense? So what you're going to do again is you're going to take all the items that are in the same color code system. So all the purples, all the pinks or the fuchsias, the yellows and the reds. In each category, you're going to number each one as going by the importance to you of how important they are to be done and how soon they're going to be done. 1 means you're going to start those tomorrow. Okay? 5 means they'll be on the back burner until who knows, and we'll talk about those in a few minutes. Okay? If that doesn't make sense, please drop a message in the feed here, and I will explain it a little better to you if you don't understand it. But then all those that are color coded by a number 1 and that you're going to do tomorrow, those will be placed in your planner. I don't have my planner with me, but it will be with your planner. And so you're going to start putting on your planner. You're going to allocate some time on how much time you're going to work on those items. I suggest that you work on those items for at least 15 minutes to 30 minutes. Anything over that, sometimes people get discouraged, and then it gets pushed back to the back burner and it doesn't get done. And that's not this here is to help you get done with your item. Okay, so again, we're doing some brain dumping, which I love to do some brain dumping, where you take all your to-do lists and all your to-do items, and you go ahead and you start categorizing them. and then you number after you have come. Then you put after you have done that. Then you're going to go through and you're going to start after you've done the color coding. Then you're going to determine which one. Hello, Robin. Thank you for joining. Then you're going to take those in each color, and you're going to determine which one the importance of these. If you feel this is important, thank you for the hearts and the thumbs up. And then those that are number ones will be worked on. They'll be the first thing that you work on starting tomorrow. Each of those items, I recommend that you spend at least 15 minutes on each item. Anything or 15 to 30 minutes. Anything outside of that, we get so bogged down, or we lose focus on it, or we lose interest on it, then we don't get it done, and then it goes back on your to-do list, and then you're starting to you're creating a bigger ball of snow than you need to, right? So that's how brain dumping works. So then after you have done that, you will always continually carry your notebook, your brain dumping notebook with you. I carry mine. It's just like my planner. It's in my bag. So every time I have an idea or an aha moment or I thought of something, normally mine comes at 3 o'clock in the morning. That's just, I know that means something. Trust me, I already know that. But 3 o'clock in the morning, I'm with my light on, writing down what I need to do, and it's in my brain dumping book. And what I do is after I revisit my brain dumping book or notebook every week to make sure that I've accomplished some things off of this list, and make sure then I can add the 2s, the 3s, and 4s, and 5s, and so on. So that's the way that works. So then let me ask you, so here's my question to you. Or here's a question that's been asked to me. Actually, someone just sent it to me. They asked me, well, what about the items that I want to do, but it's so far down the line that it won't be part of my planning? That's still good, because this will always, you'll see that item on your list, and so it'll remind you of what you have to do. With those items, I always say, with those items, those can go onto your 90, it goes back into your year, where you can think about something to do next year for it. Okay, so with those items, just put them to the back burner, and just remember that you will tackle those, or you'll look at those. Actually, January, we'll look at those and see what's the possibility of those items being put in with the rest of the group. Okay, so I hope everyone enjoyed on how to do the brain dumping. Now, if you need some coaching, or if you need an accountability partner to make sure your 1s, 2s, and 3s items gets done, I'm your girl. You can, I can do some coaching with you, and I can be your accountability coach. You can check me out, or you can send me a message through Facebook, or you can even, as well as you can send me an email at Pamela@declutter.biz, and I will absolutely love to work with you and help you accomplish your goals. That's my dream. That is my job, to help you declutter your mind so you can achieve the goals that you want to achieve, as well as your vision. So if you want me to be your accountability partner, or you need me to help you get more focus in on how to do some brain dumping, check me out. Send me an email message or Facebook message and let me know. Okay? As well as, I am again going to officially invite you to help me build the Declutter Your Mind community. Jump on Facebook. I would love for you to be there. Anybody that joins tonight, I will give you a free gift. Who doesn't like free? I know I do. I love free gifts. I will give you a free gift for joining the Declutter community. It's all about empowering everybody. So without further ado, then we are close to the end of the show, right? And so with that being said, first thing first is, I'm getting calls, I'm getting emails, I'm getting text messages on what do I need to do to declutter, what is the STONE method? Everyone keeps asking me that. So The STONE method is a product or process that I have created. See, I was doing process where everybody else was doing, and it wasn't working for me. So I had to create the process that would work for me. And so I have came up with the ways of how to do a vision board. Instead of taking the big picture, let's look, the big picture of your vision, I break it down in small, and it's just a whole process, and it's really fun on how we're going to tackle that vision. So that's how the STONE method works. It's just creating a process that I feel has worked for me, because I tried it other people's way, and it didn't work. So I'm trying it the way I did the STONE method way, which has become very successful. I have a lot of clients, and I even had a party where I did show the ladies on how to do the STONE method, vision board the STONE method way. So if that's something that you want to, I would love to do some. I love vision boards parties. Again, hit me up on the Facebook under Pamela Stone, as well as you can look me up, Declutter Your Life or Declutter Your Mind, as well as I'm on Instagram and Facebook. So this week's Win Wednesday, I have met a young lady, I will say young lady, that is hailed out of Georgia, who just launched her new makeup line. New makeup line is called Face, F-A-C-I, which is so cool. And again, this is all about empowering women. So I will drop you the feed in there. I would love for you guys to check her out. I will be talking about her just like I talked about last week's Win Wednesday individual. So to give them some props, because I love to hear everybody's wins. Who doesn't like to celebrate the wins, right? I like to celebrate my wins. I got to talk to my coach about my wins. So I would love for her to hear everybody's wins. I would love to hear your wins for the week. If you drop them in to me on Facebook by Wednesday morning, by 8 o'clock Wednesday morning, I will definitely give you a shout out. I believe in celebrating everybody's wins for the week. How cool is that? Well, this is Pam Stone with Talk with Pamela. I'm glad that you have joined in on my show. I would love to work with you as an accountability coach, as well as I can help you reach your goal or your vision. So without further ado, here is our theme song for Talk with Pam. Enjoy the music and get out here and let this be your time. So let's enjoy the music. And then again, if you have any questions or if you have any recommendations or any topics that you would like to hear from me to discuss, or to address, I would love to just drop them in the Facebook. And have an awesome day. And guess what? Be inspired to declutter your mind. Have a great one, guys. Have a good one, everyone. Take care. Bye. It's your time.